I have a feeling Arnold Schwarzenegger might be coming here next. And then we can shoot here and here. Try these bad boys out. You steaming pile of shit. I'm Mike Dimas, and this is Pinball Shenanigans. Alright, welcome back to another episode of Stern Electronics Nugent Pinball Machine Project. But before I proceed with that, check this out. Whitewater has officially joined the lineup where Transformers used to be. Oh, and also, I had it in the back room and I had to fold the head down in order to kind of wheel it in through here and into its new home. While I had the head down, oh yeah, I just swept the floor too, so there's a friggin' dust storm going on here. That was the floor in the other room. But with the head down, I removed all of the topper bulbs. Each and every one was burnt out, and replaced them with the 194 incandescent bulbs. I don't have my topper on, as you can see, because it just ain't enough space. But I got kind of a cool illumination effect going on in the floor joists there, at least. So there it is. Let's have a look at Whitewater in its new home. So that's pretty sweet. Just spent the last pretty much hour dealing with that and re-leveling it and then cleaning up in here. Look at this space for a new project. Holy smokes, is it ever dusty. I should open the window. I'm breathing all this good stuff in. Okay, there we go, window opened. And I think before I bring in a new project for this room, holy hell, oh, let's do this. Still shows the dust, but maybe not quite as much. Anyway, doesn't matter. Tag team. I want to release tag team back into the world, into the wilderness, where it can be played again. Because I did have a couple issues with it, and I want to see if I can resolve that or recreate it. Just the ball kind of goes into a saucer and decides it doesn't want to kick out, and I don't think it is switch or solenoid related. This is back in the days when I don't think I did ground mods, so maybe something going on in that department. Anyway, so I have a feeling Arnold Schwarzenegger might be coming here next, and then we can shoot here and here. That may be a thing, but no promises. For now, I'm gonna move on to Nugent. Okay, so first thing I think I'm gonna do is go through the settings and just make sure all the dip switches are set to where I want them to be set. You know, obviously we got 3 balls per game. Check the melody options. We want full melody. Return lane lamps after making the stationary target stays on for the entire ball or goes off after being made. I have to figure out exactly what all that means. High game to date feature, maximum credits. There's not going to be a whole lot. Special is open-ended or 1 special per ball. Like all these things. Electronic sounds. Game will produce computer type sounds. Switch 23 on. What if I have switch 23 off? Is it going to be like fake chimes? We should check that out for fun. Extra balls, maybe all. Nah, it would be nice to keep them on. It'd be fun. See what that's all about. If I was running League, I would probably have it off. Or just one flip it. Special award, 100,000 points. Yeah, I think I like that idea. That's what I think I'll be doing. So, the rubber rings, it's not going to tell me the sizes. I'm going to have to plug all those part numbers into the interwebs to find out what sizes they are. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to start on. Well, first what I want to do really is get the machine functional. There's something funky going on with this drop target reset bank. if you've seen the last video, but pretty much everything else is working. So I want to at least address this, maybe throw a temporary rubber on there, see if we can kind of just play it before we get into rebuilding everything. So I'm going to start working on that. In the meanwhile, you have your choice of beverage and some popcorn, Doritos. Can you believe Loblaws finally settled their dispute with Lay's? So there was Doritos at the grocery store for once. For the first time in forever. Well, you could just go to any other store that wasn't associated with Loblaws. But I didn't. Well, yeah, I guess I did. But anyway, eat your Doritos. I'll be back. Alright, are you ready to hear electronic sounds? Doesn't that sound horrible? Computer type sounds, switch 23 on. So we're going to turn off the machine. Grab my screwdriver here, turn 23 back off. And now I'll show you the difference. Okay, here. Put you by your... Still sounds kind of crappy. I think it's better than... Because every time the bonus advance was going up, it was like... Pew! 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 That was annoying. So, we're going to stick with this. Alright. Bonus countdown. The method of bonus countdown can be adjusted as followed. 1,000 steps on, or multiply steps off. I do not know what that means. Default is off, multiply steps. I wonder if that means, like, if you have 5x max bonus, if it just kind of does it all in one shot. Or if you have 1,000 steps on, it goes through 5x, 3x, 2x. So I think I'm going to leave it on. Extra ball. This option can be adjusted. No extra balls. Switch 26 is... Okay, we want to award an extra ball. So switch 26 we got to turn on. Okay, here we go. I've already been through all the other settings, so just figure I'd take you through the last few ones. Special award received for hitting the 5 bank drop target down. Oh, that's where the manual makes the mistake. There is no 5 bank. Yeah, it thinks it's Electronimo, this machine. The required number of times can be adjusted as follows. Okay, so we want 100,000 points, which is 31 and 32 off, which is currently what it is. 31 and 32 are off. Okay, there we go. So the required number of times can be adjusted as follows. This is not like pertaining to number of times you drop down the target bank. This is pertaining to what you receive. Well, let's see if we can light up the special. If that light even works. I don't even know if it actually works. Hey, there we go. Okay, so now we should get 100,000 points. We're at 53,000. Okay. 164,000. Boom. Okay. I like that. That could get a little heavy. Spinner scores 1,000 when lit. So if I lube this up, well, it spins alright. I can make that pretty valuable. So if I do find that special is like just overtaking the whole game in terms of points, then I will change that setting. But that's half the fun of learning the game and the rules and how everything works. Okay, so I'm done with the settings. Now I'm going to figure out what is going on with this clunky target. It must be, maybe it's broken or cracked or something. But that's too bad, because all the other original drop targets are in good shape. And I like using Stern original targets. The reproductions often suck and don't drop and don't latch properly, so use originals wherever possible. Slam Tilt podcast, Bruce and Ron will agree, and also promote that train of thought as well. So I may have an original Blue Star Stern drop target if that's what I need to do, but that's what I'm going to investigate next. And yeah, hopefully I can sort that out. Alright, I figured the best way to address this situation is to remove the whole damn bank from the machine. And I can tell you right now that it doesn't seem to be any friggin' issue whatsoever with the mech out. So I don't know what it is yet, but at the very least I'm going to clean the crap out of everything, thoroughly inspect everything. See, the ledges are still nice, and sometimes those ledges like get a little sketchy, both on the plastic and on the metal, but they seem fine. So not sure what it is yet, but at least we're going to give this bad boy a thorough cleaning. Okay, so I've cleaned this guy up. I removed the coil and soaked the whole mech. I didn't take it all apart, but cleaned it up pretty damn good. And I installed it. I'm still having difficulties. So I removed the mech again. And the only thing I can really think of at the moment, and I don't even know for sure, but what entire effing nation is going on? I don't know. I kind of felt like the grooves here for the drop targets are like so friggin' tight. There's no breathing room on either side. So I was thinking of dremeling them out a little bit to give them a little bit of breathing room. But like, why? Why? It doesn't make any sense, damn it. So I'm gonna putter with this a little bit more. I actually have a Meteor 3 bank drop target assembly at storage, which is probably identical. So if this thing causes me enough grief, then I will just go get the other drop target assembly and at least be able to compare, swap parts, swap the whole bank, figure out what the F is going on here. Like, what? It's like if the target like doesn't want to come, is not pulling down straight, then it gets jammed. I think that is a factor of there being like no space. Maybe that's what it is. The drop target's coming down just a little bit crooked because the spring isn't pulling on it 100% straight. And then it gets wedged in there because that opening is friggin' tight as F. So yeah, I'm gonna probably Dremel those out a bit, give them some breathing room. I should look this up, see if anybody else has had this issue before, because this is a strange one. Anyway, moving on. Okay, I read on Pinside about someone who was having what appeared to be the exact same issue, but he had reproduction drop targets, and he had to like file out the slot here because the arm was hitting it too early or something. But I can't imagine these are reproductions that have worn that much. They just look original to me. So I did peel off this bank roof here and found me a drop target for testing, and I mean, it appears to fit okay. So I don't know. I'm gonna Dremel out these openings a little more anyway, in case there's any sharp edges or something. I don't know. This is maybe a futile mission, but I'm going to attempt it anyway, so see if I have any luck. Alright, not much to report here. I did file the openings up a little bit, and I don't know. I have a feeling that the issue is not resolved. So really all I can do is stick it in the machine, see what happens. So I don't know, we'll see. Okay, before I reassembled or installed the drop target bank, I decided to cut the springs a little bit. You know, maybe 1/8 off of each, which isn't that much, but swing around here. I've got it kind of dry fit in here. No, I've got it fully fit. I did tighten up my screws, and here we go. So I did also clean these switches, but I still have to solder these back on if everything works according to plan. I did give these little tests already, but let's see again. Yeah. For whatever reason, friggin' works now. Okay, come on, droppies. There we go. Let's try this one more time. I know this is in not the natural position, so things can operate differently, you know, once I would lower the play field, but that would never work that smooth. It would get stuck. Like, did you see it before? Sometimes it would be like a good 1/4 inch up. So I don't know if it was the springs that helped, or dremeling, or cleaning, but I think we got that resolved. So that is friggin' sweet, and I spent a lot of time on that. So I'm kind of running out of time. So what I'm going to do is possibly replace that rubber, or I can probably live without it. I don't know, we'll see. But I would like to see if we can play a game now that that is not gonna keep getting the ball stuck in there and screw up all the time. So I will be right back. I gotta clean up all my mess here, lower the play field. Oh, solder the wires back on. Let's do that. All right, let's see if we got this drop target bank situation sorted out here. Okay, they reset as they should. We got 0 credits, okay. Time to jumper. Just grab anything metal. Hey, Mark Valuk, this is your socket you gave me. Look, I finally put it to use. There we go. That's Mark's Basement Arcade gifted me this, and I finally used it. Perfect. But you know what? I do have some of these posts here that I'm gonna want to tighten. There's one there. There's one there. There's one here. Yeah, look at that. Boom. And one here. Boom. I'll be using this for Nugent. Yes, gotta remember that. Okay, we got 3 credits. Let's start a game without computer sounds. And try these bad boys out. You steaming pile of shit. They reset too high and they're stuck up. How the fudge did that happen? That is annoying to the nth degree. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, I think we have either a new issue or discovered the original issue or something. When I turned off the machine, the drop targets went back down. Coil is a little bit hot. I think the solenoid locked on. Let's try this. I'm going to turn it on right now. See if it locks on. No? Okay. Okay, let's recreate the scene here. They were dropped down, all three of them. Then I turned it on. The solenoid resets the drop targets upon power up. Oh, looky, looky. And now I turn it off. Huh. What do you know? What do you know? Okay. I think we got a bad transistor. Did I cause that to happen? Was that always happening? We were able to drop targets down before, but I did change solenoid driver boards. Okay. I guess it's time to find out what transistor might be the culprit. I'll be back. Alright, here's some schematics. Center saucer, collect bonus, 3 bank left. Orange, white. What does that say? 15? Okay, so that'd be solenoid number 15. Is that what that means? J5 pin 11. It's Q14. Okay. So I guess we are going to check out Q14 on the solenoid driver. What else? What else? Center, thumper, slingshot. Yeah, okay. Alright, that there may be our problem. Right there. Yeah, okay. Q14. Okay, I tested the transistor while the board was still in the machine. It tested fine, much to my dismay. So I put in this new Alltech solenoid driver, which I've actually never tested before. It also came with that Lost World machine. And this is going to be my test board. If it works, I'm sure it's going to. But we are going to see A, if the new board works, and B, if our solenoid locks on. Okay, so let's drop these targets again. Okay. Power it on. See what happens over here. Okay. What do you know? Did not lock on. So, either the transistor is bad but testing good, or somehow I was testing the wrong transistor but didn't think I was. So, I guess now I know for sure that it's the solenoid driver, and I will pull it out and replace that. Hey, look at this. One of these guys has been changed too. Those go from time to time. There's like 3 of them on the board. But yeah, alright, so I know my course of action now. Oh, you guys caught this way before I did. I'm such a doorknob. Left! It's your other left, Mike! Right 3 bank is the one I should have been testing. Q7. So I imagine Q7 is going to test bad. Here it is. Hey, that looks like the component that originally fried and caused this streak of smoke to plume all the way up. So did it fry again? Damn. Okay, well I'm gonna have to check the resistor, the diode, and the transistor. But yeah, your other left, Michael. Okay, so I changed Q7, new tip 103, tip 102 transistor. I also checked the resistor, it tested fine. The diode tested fine. The old transistor tested fine in the board, tested fine out of the board. So I don't know why I'm having an issue. It could be that one of these chips has gone bad. I think this chip controls these 3 chips, and these 3 chips each control a section of transistors. So I don't know, maybe this one has some issues. Man, okay, let's zoom out to there. Let's try this one more time. Drop down some targets. Turn on the machine. Like, in theory, it should be resolved unless it is one of those IC chips. Oh, still locked on. Okay. Boo. Well, I'm not exactly sure what that is then. I mean, I guess, I wonder if the traces on the back are a little screwy or something. But I swear I've used this board in something else before. But why I have it out and why I still have the board, I don't understand. Like, usually if a board is working, you know, in a machine and I sell a machine, it goes with the machine. So why do I still have it? So maybe it was giving me issues before. But usually a locked on solenoid is bad transistor. So I have to retrace my steps there. I guess we won't be playing any Nugent tonight. And I have run it out of time. So that has to be the end of this video. What did we accomplish? I guess we kind of sort of fixed the drop targets dropping, but caused a new issue, I believe, with the solenoid. Maybe I gotta check the diode on the solenoid itself. Maybe it's possible that I screwed that up somehow when I was resoldering the wires. So I guess I could look at the solenoid level, but that is for another day. So a whole lot of not a lot of stuff happened today. But hey, it's shenanigans. That's what we do. So anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys on the next one. Kirk post. And that is not a Kirk post. That is something else completely different. That is a Kirk post.